Hey, what's up? I love timing it with my good friend Lorenzo there on screen. How you guys doing? You still playing this game? It's day 6 of playing this game. I'm gonna go over what I did day 4, 5, and today, just to ease your tension about taking on some monstrosity of a game as this appears to be. But first of all, I'm going to start with a story because I warned you last time that I was being super, super nice by leaving my story to the end. So you could just, ditch and get the what information? What am I giving you? I don't know. But okay, so I went to the grocery store today. I was in desperate need of Dr. Pepper 10. It was actually very scary because I ran out yesterday, and thus far, every time I've gone to the store, I've not been able to find it anywhere. So I was like, mildly panicking. And I went and I found it. So spoiler alert, I got what I needed, but that's not the highlight. I was absolutely resolved to keeping my mouth shut. That was the goal. The goal was to keep my mouth shut, to not do anything weird, to not say anything weird, to not invite any awkward moments into my life. Not today. No way. No how. So I'm walking through the grocery store, and honestly, I've been dealing pretty well with everything, all the changes that have been going on. Haven't felt too stressed, haven't felt too anxious, but nothing weirds me out more than when you're in the grocery store and the intercom comes on and starts talking to you about the pandemic. That to me makes me feel like I'm in a movie, like I'm in outbreak right now, or I'm in the stand, something terrible. And once that starts happening, that's like when I start to get anxious. So, I'm walking down the aisle, finally saw some paper towels, so excited. And, the voice comes on, let's all work together to slow the spread of COVID-19. Please refrain from handshakes and hugs at this time, and instead just offer smiles as we pass each other in the aisles, all that kind of stuff. Social distancing, stay 6 feet apart. And so then an oncoming man with his cart kind of chuckles, kind of snickers. He's looking at me and he goes, guess we shouldn't hug right now. And then I just kind of, awkward chuckle, kept walking. And you know what? It was amazing because I was like, oh my gosh, it wasn't me today. I didn't do it. Now I am on the receiving end of the awkwardness. Is he going to think about this all day? Is he going to be like, oh man, I was terrible and terribly awkward. And why did I say that? Why did I open my mouth? Is he making a video right now? Maybe he's talking about Animal Crossing. He's making Animal Crossing content on YouTube, and he's telling this story about how he opened his mouth and was so awkward. So, anyhow, that's my story for today. Let's move on to War of the Visions. That's what we're here to talk about, right? That's what we're here to try to digest, to see if we can possibly keep playing this game. Because it seems like there's a lot of anxiety about this game. It seems like a lot of people are feeling extremely overwhelmed. I know there's a lot out there that you can do and that you want to do. And maybe you feel pressured to do it because you see people in your friends list who are like rank 58 and their mediana is fully maxed out or something crazy. And that's fine if that's you and that's what you're able to accomplish. But some of us are like, oh wow, all my companions are like level 12. What's wrong with that? So hey, I'm here to tell you it's all right. It's just a game. It's just a mobile game. We're all in quarantine. Well, except for you essential workers. Power to you. But it's fine. It's fine. If you like the art, if you like the music, if you are enjoying the story and the characters, take a deep breath. I've got you. So day 4, which was Saturday, I decided, hey, let's just go back into story. Let's go see, here I am. I'm on chapter 1, scene 3. Don't want any spoilers, so I'll bounce back to scene 1. And I decided, hey, let's go and let's complete these things. Let's get all the stars on that. As you can see, still haven't finished battle 10 on that. But scene 2, went back and did the same. It's that final battle, I don't know, it wants me to do something silly like an elemental chain, which I still haven't mastered. Anybody master that? I keep remembering the taught about in the tutorial, but it just doesn't seem to work for me. So anyway, that's going on there. But I went back and I completed these things. I think it was specifically just wanting, you know, I'm a completionist to begin with, and it just made me feel good to see those stars. It was like I just wanted like that sticker to feel good about myself. Oh, by the way, I should mention I'm drinking a beer tonight. I know, shaking things up, right? It's a beautiful beer, 9%. Don't be jealous. And I'm drinking it in this amazing glass. Right? Anyway, sorry if you're crying right now of jealousy. Okay, moving on. I'm sorry I did that. That was really mean. Okay, well, that's what I did on day 4. I worked towards this. I really appreciated that auto function. Auto function is really amazing. And then what else did I do? Yeah, it was just basically farming. I think it was like looking for equipment. In fact, like while I'm speaking, maybe it's just better if I just put this on auto, and then you can just watch me go to town on these. Well, which one should I do? I don't know. A foul of the gods. How about you? All right, here's my cool party seat. My awesome Lorenzo. Oh man, I totally got booted out because somebody tried to call me and they didn't realize that I was making terrible content and drinking a delicious beer. So I don't know what's wrong with them. But actually, instead of doing story quest, let's go to world quest and I'll put that on auto because that means I'll like actually be farming while I'm making this. So it's like total double win or whatever. Yeah, let's go get some shards for Balo. I really like him in the story so far. He warms my heart. Okay, go guys, go do your thing. All right, so that's my awesome party. If you didn't notice, and pretty much like I've just found that it's nice to be able to go through with the auto function while you're doing something else, like, you know, chatting in your Discord. Or maybe you're washing dishes for the 1,000th time because all your meals are at home. Or it's just like maybe you're making yourself food out of saltine crackers. And no, I can't complain about my food. My food's actually been pretty amazing. I had some delicious barbecue the other day. All right, so anyhow, sorry if I'm hurting your feelings. Talking about food and beer and all that, but anyway, day four was kind of all over the place. I was just trying different things out just to see what they looked like. Oh, I actually did a co-op battle, which was really fun. But even more fun when we coordinated in the Discord, and you know, we all went together, a couple of us, and that was fun. Like, it was cool. It was cool to do it with like your in-game friends and people you've been chatting with, and you know, just go in there and in real time and be like, what am I doing? And but like, hey, and then like we all walk away from it with a bunch of cool materials for our characters. So that's a really fun feature. It's even more fun, I think, if you can coordinate it and do it with people you know. But that was you know, I think that was a great addition to this game. Makes it a little bit more interesting and something kind of, you know, social to do. All right, and then day 5, man. Okay, yesterday, I was like, okay, I've spent this time so far just looking at things, just like kind of pressing on them and seeing what happens haphazardly. It's time to get a little focus. So day 5 was like my, like, let's bring this all into focus. And what did I do? Well, I was like, okay, let's do a little party priority here. You know, I keep seeing everybody with these fantastic leveled units, and I'm starting to feel a little guilty to anybody who has friended me in the game. I don't like to let people down. I like to be a good friend in the games. And so it's time that I take a little party priority to pick the units I have and you know, get them, you know, a little bit better. So, well, started out by doing a 2K pool. Dude, it was terrible too. It was all blues. So nothing good came from that. And I was like, well, all right. The message is loud and clear. I need to look at the characters I have, and I need to make some choices. And and just like, put some sort of like motley crew together that can be remotely helpful for myself and for my friends out there. So I then went and made sure that the characters that I had put up in companions for my friends were not getting kind of like left at the wayside, because there's a lot of slots for your companions and they don't all fit into my main party. Sweet. All right, so you see how I didn't get a chain there? It's because AI is not going to help you with that. So all right, complete the quest. So let's go back to the home screen for a second. Boom. Yeah, as you can see, my resources are awful right now. Anyhow, so yesterday when I was looking at my companion settings, I'll go in there right now, and Marguerite, who I now have in my all position because Daddy, what's his name? What is his name? I can't even remember your name. Ah, stop it. Alright, so now I have Marguerite in my all position because Daddy Leoness is fire and she's fire element, so they can't both be there. And he's obviously, I'm him and Ziza, I'm trying to make my stars. But I also I'm having a hard time getting the materials to awaken Ziza. So for now, I've been able to do a little bit more with him. Yeah, I know he's just level 20, but chill out. He's awakened to 2 stars. That's pretty cool, right? So the people I don't use are Marguerite, this cleric chick in the middle there, under the wind emblem, the katana wielding samurai, I suppose, under the lightning element. Those ones I don't use in my normal party, but I thought that they had skills that, and they fit the element there, that they were worth like leveling up. So how do I do it? Do you ask? How might they be so leveled if they don't go on story missions with me and I'm not willing to really invest that many resources in them? Well, I'll answer that for you. It's called Chocobo Expeditions. Don't overlook this. This is a great place to put the units that don't make it into your actual party so that they can level up experience. Are you hearing it from me first? If you're hearing it from me first, hey, then cheers to you. We should hang out. But you probably aren't. You probably have already heard this. But this is a great place to do that and get a bunch of cool items while they're exploring. That was my strategy with that. I stopped putting in my main party people in there. I'm gonna put like my supported party people in there because I wanted them to continue to get that. Same kind of goes in the guild and your barracks. Barracks. This is a sweet feature. I'm all about that. Barracks. And so getting that JP. Yeah, let's replenish. Fine. These people are so hungry, man. They always want food. It's hard to get food. You need to realize this. This is a great place. So again, for the people that aren't going along in your normal story missions or any of your farming parties, a great place for them to accrue JP. Now, that said, my daddy Leoness, he does go with us, but because I am gonna like kind of focus on building him up, I am gonna make sure that he gets in here and gets some extra JP so we can work on his abilities. And that was a good thing that I did on Sunday, was I really went back and I looked at the units. And I went through and I said okay, let's not just work on, getting all the abilities you can get at a time, but let's enhance counter thrusts. Countering moves, my favorite, best things ever. And it seems like each character has some sort of a counter. Well, so far that I've seen. Maybe it's just because I have great characters, but it seems like they all have this counter move. And counterattack or, counter stun or counter anything is always I'm always a big fan of that. So went through and not just opened up the abilities, but actually worked towards enhancing the abilities that they did have, because those are a little bit cheaper than awakening something new. So slowly but surely, just kind of prioritizing specific units. Yesterday was my real wow, okay, I'm gonna sharpen my focus on this game. And then I was like, okay, I guess we should look at the shops finally, right? Ooh, there's so many shops. It's a tad overwhelming. Yeah, please give me that kill. I'm so low. I'm so poor right now. And then like looking through, sometimes there's cool sales if you get the Whimsy shop. Occasionally in here, anything that you can buy for gil, I'm all about. A lot of the other stuff, they want your hard-earned pissoir or your hard-earned US dollars. That's a thing. And then, this kind of stuff I've been buying. And then like also thinking ahead, like I dropped 1 million gil yesterday on one of those rainbow rocks or something like that. Cause I was like, I'll probably need this someday. Whatever. So, just kind of going through and be like, is there anything in here for me? Is there anything here for Sam? But, okay, well, yeah, lots of shops. And then every once in a while, they'll have like this featured, element, and then you can go grab like some of those awakening materials for that person. So that's why I've kind of had a hard time with Ziza, because even when I found her stuff in the shops, I just didn't have enough currency to do it. And then if this wasn't enough, there's a mug shop. Like, what do you want from me? How am I supposed to keep track of this? How, all these currencies. So that's where the overwhelming aspect comes in. So I hear you. And all I can say is, just take it one step at a time. How many people out there have purchased Thancred? I'd love to hear it. Because with my 640 currency and 22 days to go, I don't know that I'll get there. But there's things there that you can do. The mog shop, you get coins from the arena, you get coins from friends, you get coins from your guild. There's so many currencies. And again, that's fine. Chill out, save up your money, be patient. Words of wisdom, right? This applies in real life too. Want some more beer, excuse me. Oh man, so delicious. All right, so beer is like a meal in itself. Oh, love it. All right. Oh, and then last night I got the wild idea to attempt the arena. So that's under the duel menu. I went in there. It was ugly. I got totally wrecked. It was embarrassing. It put me in my place. And that's when I was like, okay, true wake up call. If I want to get those arena medals, if I want to get that currency, I gotta step up my game a little bit. So I spent this morning, so day 6, Monday morning, just kind of taking a little bit of a closer look on how to improve my characters, which means espers, vision cards, equipment, getting that bingo filled out so you can get all those awesome weapons and enhancing them, and finishing up some of those missions that give you extra materials for leveling people up, and just basically just cranking out that unit improvement. And guess what? I am now doing pretty decently in the arena. It's true. I won't say I've mastered it, but hey, I was able to get a 4 winning streak, which isn't too shabby as far as I'm concerned. So that was great. That felt good, and seeing that currency build was definitely reassuring that someday I will be able to buy the things that I want and the things that I need. And so if I can leave you with anything, I'm going to leave you with this. If this is something you think you might enjoy, if you like the graphics, if you like the music, if you like the story and the characters, then let's break this down for you and make it a little easier. I'm not gonna do any cool graphics on the screens because I'm pretty basic. But if you can just listen to my words and look at the screen, I'll just try and walk you through this. So everything on the right, in the right column, see it? Formation, units, equipment, espers, vision cards, menu. Anyway, everything in that column, that is your focus, right? That is where you focus in, where you're looking at improving things. This should be kind of your guiding, the guide to your play, right? working on setting up great companions for your friends because you're a good friend like me. Building up your units because they deserve it and they're cool cats and they want to eat your resources. Your equipment as well. Let's not ignore it. I think that there's some cool stuff to be done there. You got to get the materials, of course, but keep in mind that some of it's rare. Maybe you don't go enhance all that rare equipment, but that's up to you. You do what you got to do. And then espers as well. Don't forget that Golem gives you great HP bonus. And there's some other, Marlboro. I have got Marlboro too. So there's stuff to do there. So basically everything on the right, in the right column, is the stuff that you're going to be farming for and working towards. Vision cards, improving those because of all the stat boosts, the amazing stat boosts that gives your entire party. And be a good friend, make sure that you have the correct Esper vision card equipment on your unit in the companions list so that your friends are making, getting the most out of your friendship. Let's not pretend that we're sorry. I was trying to light this pot on fire. It just seemed like it would be visually cool. Anyhow. All right. And the way that I see these things at the bottom, portion of the screen where we see summon, shop, guild, duel, far plane, story. These are the things that I choose to do for entertainment. This is your little entertainment section. What do I want to do for fun, or just to play around with. What kind of currencies do I want to earn? Where do I want to go to earn them? What sounds fun to do? I've always said that story is my hook. It's my main reason for playing a game. The busy work, it's busy work. And hey, I was one of those people in elementary school that asked the teacher for extra pages. I know, right? Some of us exist like that. Maybe I shouldn't be saying that out loud, but I enjoyed that. And this is your busy work section. The story, yeah, it's meaty, but this is where your extra time is going to go into all those sections. And then we look at that other section here, which actually I wish we could erase from the screen because it's a little distracting. It always has the exclamation points, and that's this I'll just try and put the fire around it. This little section, fire. Okay, now I feel like a pyro. This is the section of stuff that I wish we could erase from the screen because I think it makes the game feel and seem overwhelming. And really, all of this stuff is just your little reward section. This is I want some free stuff. I like free stuff too. But if there was just one button for go to all these free things, that would maybe keep it all a little less overwhelming. So that section, you kind of have to just blur your eyes out. Pretend it's one of those magic eye books or calendars. And just blur your eyes and just don't look at that stuff because it's just there to give you free stuff, but it's distracting and it busies the screen. So busy room. But other than that, I think there is a manageability to this game that that maybe you're not feeling right now. But I'm here to say, hey, I've got you. We can do this. I'm gonna level my people slow as hell. Sorry, friends. Because I'm just gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna have fun with it. I'm not gonna feel the pressure. I'm not gonna freak out. It's all good. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be okay, guys. So anyhow, if this helped, let me know. If it didn't, hey, you've got a lot of people to give you a lot of solid advice out there. So don't worry about it. But anyway, just see how it goes. But I'd hate to see people fall off too quickly because they're absolutely so overwhelmed. And it's very, very ironic that FFBE is having such a light week this week because I don't even know how I would play this or keep up with this if we were in the middle of a King Mog. So the timing is certainly suspect. And I'm interested to see what comes out in the FFB news tomorrow, because that's definitely going to make an impact on the time I can spend on this game. Actually, it's been pretty fun. FFBE is my top priority, and getting in there and getting everything done like in 40 minutes a day is strange. So we'll see what happens with the news in FFBE tomorrow, how that's going to impact this. But I'd hate to see anybody give up on this game just because they were overwhelmed by all of this stuff on the home screen. So if that's you, then hey, I'm here to talk you through it. And just know that not everybody has to be maxed out yet. Don't worry, look at me. I'm ranked 21 and I play this all the time. I've got a character in my party who's like level 17. So it's all good. Just chill out, enjoy it, get to know it, and get to know it slowly. It's kind of, maybe less overwhelming that way. Anyhow, go find somebody else to give you better advice. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there. But if this helps you out, then that warms my heart. So take care, and sorry, I never know how to end a video. And yeah, happy playing, and as always, cheers.